Okay, okay. Once again, it's on. Once again, it's on. It's on. Rajon Pittman, 12th round knockout. We back with another one. Salute to all my peoples back home. Salute to all the real ones that fool with me and the ones that don't. Salute to my big bro Hassan Lane. Salute to my boy Malik. Salute, 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 salute. There you go talking that boxing again. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot going on. Tiafimo. Let's talk about Tiafimo last weekend. Oh man, what is this thing with Tiafimo keep calling out Bud? What, like, I don't understand. Like, is he serious? Do he do he really want to fight Bud? But you see, Bud is being quiet than a church mouse. Because I don't think Bud taking that serious. I don't think nobody in the boxing world is taking that serious. Tio is just a little, I don't know, he's just a little off, man. His interviews and I don't be understanding it. And then that fight last weekend, man, that wasn't a good performance from T.O. Even the fight before that, it I don't know. After the fight Saturday night, did you see his face? He just looked like somebody was pounding him and somebody was just pounding him in his eyes. Both of his eyes was like this. So he's taking a lot of shots. That don't make no sense. But, and then he's talking about Bud. He's talking about Jerron Ennis, Boots. Come on, man. Come on. But you see, nobody is hollering back at him because they looking at him like he a nut. Like, Tio, you know daggone well you don't want to jump in there with no Bud Crawford or no Boots Ennis at this stage of the game. That's just not a good look for you. Like, come on, man. We got a good card coming up this weekend. We got Shakur Stevenson. We got Abdullah Mason on that card. Keyshawn Davis on that card. Yeah, it's gonna be a good night in Jersey. Be there, be square. I tell you, 12th round knockout will be there. You can bet that. Yeah. Live and direct. God's willing. If it pleases God, I'll be there. I'm looking for Shakur to win. Uh, that's that's. I think that's not going to be too much of a task for him. And he's playing get back from that performance he put on with De Los Santos. That wasn't a good look for him. But we ain't gonna talk about that. That's over with, But I know he's gonna do better. I know he's gonna look better. I know he's gonna come to pause to really put that work in. Keyshawn, he got a tough opponent. I'm looking for him to do good. Dula Mason, it's a little step up fight for him. I'm looking for all three of them to win this weekend. I believe those three will win. I don't see any issues with the opponents or anything. Also, I don't know the facts of it right now, but Loma and Tank, that's a go. But as far as dates or anything, I hear November something, but I don't know the facts again. But from what I'm hearing, it's definitely supposed to go down. That's going to be an interesting fight. I don't take nothing away from Loma. I think Loma is one of the best out there. But I do think he's not what he once was when he was a little younger. You got to remember, Loma came out the Olympics in his late 20s. And then Top Rank was trying to get him a belt because Bob Arum promised him that I'll make you a world champion. He wound up losing his second fight. He bounced back. I think he had 11 fights in. He won the title. And he went on to win more titles. I think he had a good run in the sport of boxing. Salute to Loma. But when you're talking about Tank different, man. Straight up and down. He showed y'all in the Cruz fight that he could box. I think in the sport of boxing, he has the most patience out of a lot of fighters. He's a very patient fighter. He has beautiful footwork. He downloads everything. He wait on you. He's super explosive. And he's a certified knockout artist. 93%. know, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. 30-0, 28 knockouts. You gotta say wow. And I got Tank. I got Tank beating Loma. I definitely don't have it going to 12 rounds. So I believe Tank will give Loma his first stoppage. I don't see Loma beating Tank. I don't see that. It's a lot. First of all, you're talking about an age gap. Then you're talking about, see, Father Time don't front on nobody. You just cannot keep going at the rate you once was going. That's over. It's just not, it's just not there. Every fighter that has fought at the elite level, almost every fighter that fought at the elite level have come back and didn't look good. Sugar Ray Leonard, he got his head beat in. He came back after it was over. Then you have a lot of guys that's punchy. I'm not gonna call any names, but real boxing fans know who I'm talking about. You can't stay around the sport of boxing taking them blows and not have any type of after effect on you. That's just not gonna happen. Your brain gets mushy, literally, from them shots so long. I don't want to be bouncing around. I like to stay on one accord, then go on another, But I just want to touch on Spence, Errol Spence. In my opinion, everyone has an opinion. I feel he shouldn't box again. He was a world champion for a while. He took all the belts. He fought his heart out. He had an amazing career. I don't see, he's rich. I think he made some very good investments. I think he's all right. Why come back? Pause. Why? For what? For what? See, but this what happens. Most fighters can't get around that the glitz and the glory of the win, the crowd, the lights. It's just hard to get around all that. It's hard to to actually sit down when it's you and actually say, wow, it's over. It's hard. It's very hard. That's why a lot of fighters wind up back in the ring. Look at Mildred Taylor. That was just, oh my goodness. I thank God he finally stepped away from the sport of boxing. But back to Loma and Tank. I just think Loma lost a step in his last fight. I seen that he really wanted to do more, but his body wouldn't let him. I actually seen that whereas Loma turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. I think he was at one level, and that's where he was at. You know, because the mind telling you you can do it, but your body just can't. The mind is deep, you know, but Tank has a game plan, you know. It's no secret. He said after these 6 more fights, he signed a 7-fight deal, and the Frank Martin one counted, so he's 6. You have 6 more to go, and he said after these 6 fights, he's done. He's done. He's finished with the sport of boxing. He said you can never really enjoy yourself because it's another one, another one, another one, another one. So that just comes with maturity. That's him maturing, you know, because after the Frank fight, Tank was in the ring 2 weeks later. I mean, back in training 2 weeks later. Tank is in camp right now as we speak. He has a plan. And when he do walk away, whether he's undefeated or what have you, I honestly believe he's one of them guys that won't come back. And I just hope and pray he's making smart investments with all that money. Because a lot of people don't, especially young black men, because the sport of boxing is a poor man's sport. Most people, majority of the people in boxing comes from nothing. Nothing at all. And you telling me that I can get in the ring and beat on somebody and y'all'll pay me? That's how you won't believe how many fighters have looked at it like that, have had street fights and felt they was good enough to box and actually got in the ring and became world champions and come from literally nothing. And people putting millions of dollars in your hands, but no one is telling you what to do with it. Because everyone loves a star when he's on top, but no one seems to come around when it starts to drop. That's real talk. When them lights shut off and gang ain't around no more, the money not flowing, the champagne not being poured, them raggedy hoes is not around no more. It's sad. It's really sad. A lot of our people that was in the sport of boxing, like Joe Louis and Sugar Ray Robinson. Joe Louis was a doorman in Vegas before he got too old to do that. But after boxing, because he was loved so much, the mob put him at the door in Vegas so he would keep money and be able to interact with people, which at that time was a very good look. But a lot of them passed away broke with nothing. A lot of them passed away with nothing. And it's sad. Look at Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston didn't do drugs. Drugs wasn't his thing. But they claimed he OD'd with the needle on the side of his arm and with the heroin still some in the needle. He was with the mob for his whole career. That's when the mob ran boxing. That's why, you have the Muhammad Ali Act now, which is I guess it's a good thing, but the thing is you have to invest. You have to be smart with your bread. That's the bottom line. Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to that Tank and Loma fight. Like I said, I think Tank gonna stop him. I think he's gonna stop Lomachenko. But the fight is Shakur Stevenson and Tank. That's a very intriguing fight. Like that. I I don't think anybody Anybody can get in the ring with Tank and not get hit for 12 rounds. We never seen Shakur in a serious war. Like, we never seen the dog in Shakur. We never seen it. We never seen him dig deep. He never had to. Is Shakur elite? Think about it. Is he? I think Shakur could beat Pitbull Cruz. I think Shakur could beat Frank Martin. I honestly believe this. I believe Shakur could beat Mario Barrios. You know, I believe it. That's just to name a couple of fighters Tank has fought and stopped, except Pitbull Cruz, and that's because Tank was hurt, but he still beat him by unanimous decision and put Pitbull actually crying for a rematch. Get your greedy ass out of here. Who knew Pitbull Cruz before you fought Tank? Who knew you? Who knew Pitbull Cruz before he fought Javante? Who heard about him? Tank said after the fight, he lost, but tonight he has become a star. And that was the realest shit I heard in a long time. Because after he fought Tank, Pitbull was on the mat. Now you got Pitbull Cruz saying all types of sucker stuff to Tank. Come on, fight me. What, you scared? Because, and I don't even think he care about losing, because it's the money with him. He want that money. That money was good. Pitbull Cruz said, oh man, he's on that Bud card. He on that Crawford card. And he said, this Saudi money is good money. And he, you know, and I can imagine you talking about that oil money. That's that oil money. That's that good money. good money. Yeah. Pitbull Cruz. Go sit down somewhere, man. And I'm wondering now what's going to happen between Gary Antoine Russell and Matias. They both lost on the same night. And they was on a collision course. And I was talking big mess about them two fighting. I was talking a lot of mess. Tia's not no boogeyman and woo woo woo. And they both lost. Both of them. And Antoine, man, he just simply got outboxed. That Dominican boy was not playing that night. He had power. He had movement. He, you know, he took some shots. He took some shots, just like Antoine. He took some shots. That was. I don't know. That fight was close. That was a close fight. I'm not being biased. I'm not taking sides or anything. That was a very close fight. And I really did think that Antoine Russell won that fight. I really did. I did. But like he said, he was 17 and no 17 knockouts. He said, I'm not leaving anything to the judge here on out. And that's understandable. Some people can't leave it up to the judge, man. And some people can. I'm just joking. It's so much going on in the sport of boxing, man. But I just wanted to get on and talk a little bit. You know, I haven't, been on in a while, so I wanted to get on. But subscribe, like, and share my videos. I'm asking you to subscribe. Help me get my subscribers up. Help me get them up. Salute to all my peoples. Salute to all the people that support me and got love for me. You know, I appreciate everything. Everything. Jersey.